Okay, we commencing analysis 12th May. Uh, this one's actually a little bit difficult than our usual ones, purely because the market is, to be honest, in a very difficult place. Okay, it could very easily go either way from here. If you just look at seasonality first of all, seasonal tendencies and what they have to say about the matter. We used to have the high of the, typically the high of the year, mainly in July, or sometimes November used to break that. You can see here, but recent years have seen October slash the November making the high. So that's obviously macro, but micro wise, we're middle of the May almost now. So this month start sees a decline in Dixie, but then normally tends to rally up. Although in recent years it's just kind of, it does the rally in April and it just kind of goes sideways. It's seen, and the end of the May just drops down a little bit back into a discount. Um, but I'm still convinced we haven't seen this movement. Is here is what I'm waiting for. This rally here that you normally see, even if it's a very shallow one, taking buy side out. Which actually lends quite well to my analysis, where I stated that look, even if we're gonna go lower, okay. So say for example, it's gonna go here into this BC. We're still gonna get the counterparty. One can make the argument that to get the counterparty, it's gonna go to buy side. When there's a big CB here, that's another reason for it to go there, right? So that makes me think basically that we're still not done yet with the up move. Okay, this is not time to get long, or to get short just yet. Even though it can very easily just, if it closes a body below the monthly inversion, if it closes a body above that, sorry, below that, then I think we can very easily come down. If it closes a body and below this monthly, then I'll look for this and this, okay? But if it, because last week it didn't, it closed the body above that, but if it keeps doing that, this week I think we're going to see something decisive because you have CPI. So if you go back to Monday, well, there's nothing on Monday, but Tuesday again, not much. Wednesday is where the meat is at, okay? There's inflation, core inflation rate coming out, CPI. Wednesday, Thursday's dead, but Friday's dead as well. So CPI, I think, is that basically that part of the week where I really want to wait, because the news that I'm going to get is going to be really beneficial moving forward, not just for the rest of the week, but next month, rest of the month, sorry, because I think that's where we're going to see that this really take off. I may even consider, if you go into a discount at the open of the week for Dixie, to get long on Dixie here, short on Euro, and aim at here, and obviously lower on Euro. But I think if we keep, because we kept this above the body, the bodies are staying above the weekly, that my gun to head is still higher. But of course, CPI could change that by closing a body below or going way lower or way higher than we thought, okay? So that's why it's not, this week isn't easy, like last 2 weeks have been like this. It's not easy, like it's hard. It's not clear what it wants to do, because it's made the big move. And last week was especially difficult because like it wasn't even moving that much, and it was just really difficult because a lot of the time it was just sideways, choppy, taking liquidity on both sides, no meaningful movement to a given direction, no commitment. So that just made it all the more difficult. But even in that condition, managed the risk really well. Okay, so like I said, there's nothing easy. Gun to head is, it's gonna go higher, but really easily we can be wrong about that, and it may not do that. It might just literally just fall out of bed and just go lower. Okay, just gonna get rid of all of this because this is just gonna make it exceedingly more difficult. But yeah, that's what I think. And of course, if you stick with my gun to head scenario for the Euro, that Dixie is gonna go higher to that that buy side. Then of course you can expect this to be our first target and this to be our main weekly objective. Given that Dixie is able to hold on to those levels and go higher. Obviously, I like the fact that look, we're closing below this order block. The consequence encroachment is right here, so we did manage to lay a body above that, which is not really what we wanted to see. But yeah, that's what's happened. There's equal lows here. I I think they're engineered there for a reason. Okay, you have to consider the 50% of the dealing range here as well. That in itself shows you that we're in a premium on the higher time frame. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I got no idea where we got this dealing range from, unless of course we tagged it here, because that took out some buy side, didn't it? And then yeah, but even then, like I'm not too confident with that one. If I'm being fairly honest. Yeah, I'm not. So that dealing range might need a change, but yeah, Dixie again, we're not clear. I'm not clear what side it wants to rate, which is why I'm gonna prefer to take a break till Wednesday, or if I see something that's really high probability one-sided, scalp it, get in, get out, get in, get out. Don't hold it. Don't have high expectations. Might even just take full profit on the very first chance that's given to me. As we're in drawdown, we don't really want to have long hopes. We want to basically bank our profits if we get one. Um, not hold it forever, hoping for something to happen. Um, but yeah, if you gun to head plays out, then it's gonna go lower. What if it doesn't? What if Dixie Paul odds of that is go lower? Then of course expect this to just keep digging higher and higher into the premium levels. This big CB, this high, and then these highs subsequently will be the next focus. Okay, so CPI is where it's gonna be at. This CPI before CPI, it's all gonna be difficult price action, manipulation, sideways. It's gonna look like it's about to run and doesn't. The week's accumulation will start, you know, Monday, Tuesday, and then CPI will do the big manipulation, and then after CPI is gone, you can then reasonably expect the distribution to occur, but only after it's passed. So yeah, keep that in mind.